Everything just fell perfectly into place for the New York Knicks, as it has been revealed by a Knicks insider that they are targeting multiple players who they will be able to land and give very good roles to in order to make this team better day by day to keep building for that NBA Finals run, with multiple names being connected to the Knicks that they have interest in. And we're going to break all this down. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Knicks Digest. It's Chris here. We're going to jump right into things as always. If you're part of that 66% that's not subscribed to Knicks Digest, make sure to subscribe. We got daily videos like this. We also now have channel memberships if you're interested in that. But if not, you can always subscribe completely free. But let's jump into the video and break everything down, because Leon Rose still has one more veterans minimum contract spot to fill, and it's widely expected that that is going to get filled before the Knicks sign that rookie deal. Now, they do have a rookie deal incoming for one of their players, and it's not clear who's going to get it yet, as it's between a few different names right now, and we will go over that in the coming days, probably literally today, considering there's a Summer League game that's going to happen. But with everything with the Knicks right now, what we're seeing is a situation where we know they are going to add another veteran to this team. They have the money to add any veteran, no matter how much experience they have, onto their roster right now, and they will not go over that second apron. And because of that, we do know that someone is going to come onto this team. The Knicks have 13 players on the roster right now, and they will get a chance. I lied. They have 12 players on the roster, and they will get a chance to get up to 14 before this season begins. That's what they did last year as well. When you add on those 3 two-way contracts on top of all that, they'll have more than enough players to make sure that they'll never have to deal with injury concerns and stuff like that, where they'll run out of guys because they don't have that 15th man on the roster because they can't afford it. However, what we're looking at with the Knicks is multiple different names being connected to the team, as Ian Begley did reveal. Now, Begley mentioned that teams are wondering if Washington will agree to a buyout with veteran guard Marcus Smart, and for what it's worth, the Knicks don't seem to be exclusively focused on ball-handling guards with that last roster spot. New York still sees Landry Shamet as a possibility, and Shamet remains open to returning to New York. So with all this in mind, right now, we're looking at guys like Marcus Smart and like Landry Shamet to fill that final role. Someone who's a veteran player who specializes in something, whether it's the defense that Marcus Smart brings or the shooting that Landry Shamet brings. And we've seen for a bit now the Knicks have been interested in Smart. This is nothing new. We've seen the Knicks be interested in Marcus Smart since 2023. Once it became clear the Celtics were likely going to be trading Smart, which they evidently did for Kristaps Porzingis, a trade that worked out marvelously as they went on to win the NBA Finals, the Knicks were one of the teams that had interest in Smart. Once Smart got dealt to the Grizzlies, the Knicks held interest, and then when the Grizzlies were trading Marcus Smart at the deadline, the Knicks had interest again before he got traded to the Wizards. As the Knicks really didn't have anything they could give for Marcus Smart unless they were willing to trade Mitchell Robinson and Precious Achiuwa, which was a deal that was not really going to make much sense at all, so they obviously didn't do it. And now Smart likely headed for a buyout. The Knicks do have a chance to go grab him. Now, Stephen Bondy did mention before, and shout out to New York Basketball for also highlighting this, that the Knicks are monitoring the situation with Marcus Smart consistently. They like Smart, and they do seek a chance to bring him onto the team after these last 2 years of harboring interest in the defensive specialist. Now, Smart is a 3-time All-NBA defender. He's made a defensive, or he's won a Defensive Player of the Year award. Smart has been very solid over his tenure in the NBA, and with the Boston Celtics, we saw him have a lot of success in the playoffs with a career average of around 12, 13 points per game, also getting 5 assists and 4 rebounds throughout his time in the NBA playoffs as well. Now, the shooting is not great. He's shooting under 30 or under 40% for his career from the field in the playoffs, and his three-point percentage is a 33.4. However, at the end of the day, we know Marcus Smart's not going to be here to score the ball. He'd be coming off the bench for the Knicks, giving them another point-of-attack defender, as the Knicks team is going to be offensively focused, and because of that, having more individual defenders would be very helpful for this roster. It's obviously something the Knicks are looking into heavily, and I do think the Knicks will definitely be very, very seriously looking at Marcus Smart, but they're not going to be the only team. The Los Angeles Lakers are going to look at him as well. It's already known that they like the idea of Smart also, so the Knicks would have to convince Marcus Smart to come to the team, where it wouldn't be surprising if a team like the Lakers, who's, worse than the Knicks and definitely a lot thinner, it wouldn't be surprising if they didn't have as many roster spots that were used up effectively, so Smart would likely get more minutes there, which he would probably go for, considering you look at a team, LeBron James and Luka Doncic are on it, and there's always a world where they could win the NBA Finals. So there's that you have to consider as well. And, I mean, the Lakers, they're not going to win the Finals. But I'm just saying that players are going to look at that duo and be like, well, they can win. And in fairness, like, if they got hot at the right time, they absolutely could. But that's not really the point of this. The whole point is really that Marcus Smart is going to have suitors. So the Knicks would not be alone. And they're not going to be alone with trying to get Landry Shamet as well. But Marcus Smart is a very interesting player because he played only 34 games this year, but was 90th percentile in steals per 75 possessions and 92nd percentile in deflections per 75 possessions. So the defense is not going anywhere. This is still the same Marcus Smart that everyone knows, that we know from years and years and years in the Boston Celtics. It's still that guy. He's still got it, but he is injury prone. There's no doubt about it. He's been injury prone throughout his career to a certain degree, and now over these last couple seasons, he has dealt with more and more injuries. As he's gotten a bit older, he's an NBA veteran now, man. He's been around for 10 years, and time flies. I mean, he got drafted in 2014. He was the second in Rookie of the Year voting with Andrew Wiggins. I mean, Wiggins was the best rookie regardless, but everyone got injured. Jabari Parker went down, and, I mean, his career got really derailed by those ACL injuries, and that was sad. I don't know why I just zoned out in some sadness of Jabari Parker, but I did believe in him. But look, in all reality, Marcus Smart would be a good fit with this Knicks team. I still prefer Landry Shamet, if you ask me. Look, I understand that having a defender like Marcus Smart is always huge for this team. I also do think that Smart is going to sign somewhere where he's going to feel like he's less pressed for minutes, because with the Knicks, you're likely signing a guy to be your 10th man. Off your bench right now, assuming the Knicks start Mitchell Robinson, because they should, off your bench, you're looking at, I mean, Jordan Clarkson, you're looking at Deuce McBride, Josh Hart, Gershon Yabusele, and Ariel Hukporti already. So it's going to be tough to find minutes, and I think Marcus Smart will be in more command than Landry Shamet, despite the fact that Shamet did finish the season shooting 40.4% from the field, or from three, excuse me. It feels like the market has been a bit thinner for him than expected, and I think Shamet could come back to the Knicks and continue to have a good 10th man role with this team, being an elite shooter that the Knicks could use. I mean, Shamet shot 47% on corner threes throughout the season, and on top of that was very good for the Knicks in the playoffs when he finally got those minutes. In this final 4 games when Shamet started to play, the man was phenomenal. He shot 54% from three, 50% from the field. His defense was very good. Landry Shamet had us all super hyped up for him in a way that I don't think many of us expected going into things. But Shamet was a monster on both ends of the floor. He was really aggressive defensively, and he showed that he is a much better defender than given credit for. I mean, obviously has that quick trigger release that is very much made him a Knicks fan favorite, and the Knicks do need one of those guys. So having Shamet show up and be able to do that while also holding his own on defense and being very aggressive and having great moments defensively like we saw there against Nembhard is something that's great to see. I mean, we see him guarding Tyrese Halliburton and just doing work and getting involved in contact constantly. The man was doing whatever it took. He was hitting nice shots. Knicks fans were chanting his name after this game specifically that was played. And right here what we're seeing is just him show up and be a two-way player. This is the last game of the season that the Knicks would win, and Landry Shamet was a huge part to why they won this game. It was when Knicks fans were chanting Landry Shamet's name, and it was just evidently clear that what he was doing was helping the Knicks in a multitude of ways. So Shamet's going to be someone who will have a chance to come back to this Knicks team and continue to build upon what he had last year. The Knicks took a chance on him by keeping him around after that dislocated shoulder. So there is a world where Shamet thinks, you know what, I like being in New York. They believed in me when I got injured, and they could have waived me, but they didn't. They kept working with me, and they drafted me onto their G League team so I could get some reps in while I got my shoulder stuff all done, and I could stay within the organization and keep rehabbing with them. So hopefully Shamet likes it. I mean, it seems like Shamet loves playing in New York, so that'll be huge. So I want to see Shamet come back. That's my pick. I also just like to see them bring a lot of guys back who did have a positive impact on an Eastern Conference Finals Knicks team last year. Now, on top of all that, it is important to note DeLon Wright. as well. Just because DeLon Wright, I mean, he was great with the Knicks as well in those final 4 games. I mean, for him, he's more of a defensive specialist as well. Like Smart, if the Knicks want someone like Smart and Smart signed somewhere else, the Knicks could sign DeLon Wright for sure. He wasn't really scoring at all. In that 4-game stretch when he started to play, he only had 1.4 or 1.8 points, and shot 22% from the field and 16.7% from 3. But his defense was excellent. He was really, really, really good defensively for the Knicks and was a good glue guy for them to have as well. So effectively, I could see the Knicks going in this route if they want more of a defender instead of an offensive player. But I think what you do here is you go and you sign Landry Shamet. Bring him back, man. I want to see Landry Shamet back in a Knicks jersey again. Guys, what do you want to see? Let me know in the comments down below. Like this video, subscribe, turn on post notifications. Have a great day, and go Knicks.